Hi, my name's Adam Montoya.
And I'm Tatiana Areola, and this is Gracie, and we're the new owners of Scott's Photo, or Rochester Photo Supply.
So for those who might be familiar with Scott's Photo by Rowe, formerly owned by Richard Rowe, this store has been around for quite a while, and Richard had quite a few other stores, but we have known Richard for a long time. I worked for Richard for the past 10 years. It was my first job working at the Rowe Photo in Webster and Mount Hope store, and eventually working here at Scott's as well. So some of you may be familiar with me from those ventures. And we also own Hill and Valley Creative, which is a creative marketing agency here in Rochester, New York.
Adam and I met when we were in school at RIT for advertising photography. We both have a longtime love of photography and videography. We started our first company, Hill and Valley Creative, in 2019. I started my own photography business, Tatiana Areola Photography, in 2020, and then we kind of worked together with the mentorship of Richard Rowe to build our businesses to get to where we are today, in the position to be able to buy Scott's Photo.
So over the years working with Richard, I got to work with him in a variety of capacities. Most of the time I was working at the store as a sales employee, but I did get to see a lot of the behind the scenes. It wasn't super explicit where he gave me like a tutorial on how he ran his business, but I kind of just watched and saw how he did things, but also listened and understood like how he liked to run his business and how I fit into that. So I think that over the years I learned a lot about customer service, retail, but also being a local business. It taught me how I wanted to run Hill and Valley and our businesses together, because it was very important to understand not only why you're doing something or what you're doing, but how it affects other people and what the outcome should be. So I was very inspired by Richard and his desire to craft a quality experience for his customers and mostly focus on what his business was doing to impact the community and impact his customers rather than what the actual transaction was. Tot has a pretty extensive retail background as well, whether that's like photo related or not. I think you have a little bit of both.
Yeah, I was actually a sales associate as well, doing camera sales and whatnot at the RET photo store while that was still around, and that was just a little glimpse into retail and specifically in the photo realm. But I have had many other customer service jobs along the years, including being a barista, being sales associates at other retail locations, and I was even a bank teller for a while. So a kind of Mod Podge experience of different customer relations jobs that really helped me to develop some skills that I felt would really translate to owning a retail location ourselves. Richard has been a mentor to us for many years as we started our businesses, and as he approached retirement, we had thoughts before like, oh, what if like one day we could own Scott? We definitely were not entertaining the idea super seriously, but dreamed of it one day. And while we didn't think it would be this early in our lives, when Richard did decide to retire, it was definitely an opportunity that we felt in our hearts we couldn't pass up, and that we truly felt like we were a good fit to carry on Richard's legacy and keep Scott's Photo open and continue to make it an amazing hub for the community.
Yeah, and I think you touched on like Richard being a mentor, and like he was definitely a mentor for me in the earlier years, like working for him, and like I learned a lot about how he ran his business, but even running Hill and Valley. And it's always been nice to have somebody who's ran a business for so long and understands the difficulty of navigating a lot of these situations, and just always being there for us.
And to support us in our personal lives as well.
Yeah, and it might seem a little strange, like we already have been doing other things for so long. We really love making things. We love our production company because, we're creatives. We like to make photos and videos and designs. So why would we want to get involved with Scott's? And that's something we thought about for a long time. And being a creative is often, it is collaborative in many ways, but it can get very lonely just working by yourself on a project and kind of being stuck in the office. And we've always dreamed of having whether it's a retail location or just a spot where people can come together and talk about these creative problems they're having, or situations that they need advice on. So for a long time we were like, oh, maybe we should open like a little coffee shop or like some sort of digital lab community space. Yeah. And tying it back to Scott's was just like more of the historical element, but also like the relationship we've had for so long. It just made perfect sense.
While we'll both always be photographers and videographers and continue our work in that creative industry, we really felt that the experience of community building that we could foster here at Scott's was another passion that we have that we really wanted to take advantage of, and it is very fulfilling to kind of create that space for Rochester and beyond, where we can have all creatives come to this hub and really talk and troubleshoot and find other individuals that think like they do. At the end of the day, it really is our passion to not only have the ability to create and be creatives, but to help others and educate others and get resources into other people's hands so that we could share our love and passion for photography and videography.
It's not always the end product or like getting to the finish line that gives you the most gratification. It's all the little problems you solve along the way, and all the little challenges we face, and helping each other overcome them that kind of gives you that sense of satisfaction and I don't know, makes you feel complete, I think.
It's a fact that providing these services at the quality that we do and carrying the products that we do at a small business level is the best way to be able to serve our community. A lot of these services and products can be bought from bigger corporations, but the level of attention to detail and the one-on-one customer service you're going to receive in our store is honestly unmatched when it comes to larger corporations. So we really would love to stress that it's really important to support your local lab and shop small. We are technically a 100% women-owned business, and we truly believe that giving the small businesses in your community any support you can is really going to come back on you double-fold. So we have a lot of plans for ways that we can help the community. So as long as you are able to share us on social media or tell a friend, it really goes such a far way to help us as young small business owners really thrive in a very difficult market so that we can further provide services to the community for years to come.
And we understand it's a huge ask to ask for your support without anything in return. So that's why we want to build this community, and we want to hear from you, just the opportunity for you to come in and tell us, hey, you know, maybe you had a bad experience in the past, or there's something you came here for that you couldn't find. We want to know about those things so that we can be better, we can improve, we can carry the products that you want, provide the service at the quality that you want here locally.
Rochester is our home, and we carry a lot of pride in that. And we do not take this responsibility lightly. We are so passionate about this. We have put everything that we are into this business and our other businesses, and we would just love to keep seeing this grow and thrive. We're really excited to meet you all and for you to be able to get everything that you need right here in Rochester.
Yeah, we absolutely understand it's not a transactional relationship. It's something that we want to build a community around. We want you to feel comfortable stopping in, whether you just have a question or you need to buy something, or maybe you just want to come hang out. That's totally cool with us. It's community focused, and that's how it will continue to be.
We are so excited to meet all of our loyal customers, if we haven't met you yet, and to meet all of our new customers that are maybe just hearing about us for the first time. We have lots of events coming up, so please follow along for all the details on those, and feel free to just stop by to say hi. We would love to just get to know you. We know that there aren't a lot of camera stores and film labs left, but we don't want to just be your only option. We want to be your best option. So we really value your feedback and can't wait to hear from you.
Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. We look forward to hearing from you. Let us know if you want to see other types of videos on our channel. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.